little bit later time tonight. So just bear with me and I will try to get this cleared up ASAP. Thanks. Hi everybody, it's Stella and I'm back. I'm hoping that by making a few little tweaks that the stream is up and working. So I'm just gonna chat for a couple of seconds while we wait and see if everything is back on. I think it is. Yay. Okay, I think we are back up and running. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry about that. Occasionally, these technical glitchy poos happen, and we just thug it out and work it out until we get through it, right? That's what we do. So, for those of you who were in the other room, basically, we talked about the initiation by fire, we talked about using good common sense, and we talked about holding our center. We are powerful light workers. Yes, my sweets, we are back. If anyone is able to post a link to the current live in the Good Vibe Tribe chat, I would greatly appreciate that. Awesome. Okay. So we are moving right along, y'all. Okay, so in the meantime, while I'm getting this set up, I have to tell you something funny. Kate and I grabbed some food before the live, and my fortune cookie said that I should share my humor with others. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't have many jokes. And then as I thought more about it, I thought, Jiminy Crickets, I have like a joke. So I'm going to tell you guys my joke while I get this deck set up. Actually, it's just a couple cards from it, so it's easy. But the joke, my one and only joke, my claim to fame is this. There was a burglar that had broken into a very well-to-do home at night. And thankfully, no one was home when it happened, but he got into the home nevertheless, and he was all decked out in his ninja gear with his big black bag and a flashlight, going through the house collecting items for his bag. And as he got into the conservatory or study area of the home, and he was taking items, he heard, "Rah, Jesus is watching you." And of course, he stopped in his tracks thinking, oh my gosh, this is a great time to grow a conscience, but that was weird. So he continued looting the house, and he's going through, and again, he hears, "Rah, Jesus is watching you." Now he is really freaked out. He takes the flashlight, he looks around the room, he doesn't see anybody, but he notices a parrot in this big, beautiful cage. So he walks up to the cage and he shines the flashlight directly on the parrot. And he looks at him and he says, "Did you say that?" And the parrot says, "Rah, Jesus is watching you." So, of course, now the man is completely disturbed but relieved that it was just the parrot talking. And he asks the parrot, he says, "Well, what's your name?" And the parrot says, "Rah, Clarence." And then the burglar says, "What kind of a dumb name is Clarence? What kind of people name their parrot Clarence?" And the parrot replied, "Rah, the same ones that named their Rottweiler Jesus." I crack myself up. That's my only joke, my only claim to fame, you guys. But I followed my little fortune cookie fortune to share some humor with you. So there you have it. I'm all done with my joke. Welcome in, Chrissy. Good to see you, sweetness. Oh my gosh, you guys, I know you've been traumatized by my warbling and jokes, but yet we still live another day. So, all right, guys, we were just talking about the initiation by fire because we started as twin flames, right? And we recognized we are actually powerful light workers, and our light working abilities are getting stronger every day. And so these two cards were just so beautiful because the first card indicating the quest, when you start off on the twin flame journey, you often think that you are by yourself. Nobody understands what you're going through. You might even think you're a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because, oh my gosh, oh no, okay, it's buffering. I hope it's not buffering for you guys. But yeah, you start to think, well, maybe something's not quite right with you because, oh, good gravy, right? Hopefully it's okay now. I know, Radhika, so funny. Yeah, you think that you've gone through this on your own and nobody's going to understand, especially when you say things like, yeah, I can feel my twin, or I can sense that yeah. You feel kind of, like nobody's going to understand, but many people understand. And once you have transitioned from focusing on the one twin to focusing on humanity, the collective, you discover that you are a splendid torch. And collectively, we are a vortex of light. And you begin to acknowledge that there is more to this journey than just a romantic connection with an individual person. So, you are the hero in your journey, whether you realize it or not. You sure are. Yes, you are. And so now we return back to this beautiful deck, the Journey of Love. And interestingly enough, Spirit said that some of these cards are going to need to go together. And so this card, the Fire and Ice, I was told or prompted to pull out these cards. Interesting how those two go together. They go together, and this is the bridge. In this twin flame journey, we have fire and ice. We're going to encounter some icy personalities along the way. For some of us, they're going to be people that we absolutely love and adore that should be close to us, but are influenced by darkness and coldness and indifference and wicked ways. But we who have emerged from that cocoon into our light working abilities, we are operating in the fire energy. And so the next cards that are going to be coming out are specific to the fire energy that we each are harnessing now and how to get into balance and alignment with it. Okay, so fire and ice. You are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being. Without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial, there is passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you and within your relationships, and sometimes this is hard to handle. We just want to make things simpler and let go of conflict and complexity and choose one or the other. You are grand enough soul to be able to withstand rigors of depth, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through you requires a willingness to stand at the center of the pairs of opposites. Eventually know that they are connected to each other and that they only exist in relation to each other to breathe and simply be. If you are feeling conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. See, guys, all these initiations that we're going through. Stay present, be patient, and wait. There is nothing to fix here, just awareness to step into as divine creation continues to unfold through you. As you master this initiation, you will find the sweet nectar of bliss dripping within them. This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now, you do not need to engage in it. Simply be present and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to a clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it is not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realize this and have patience. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart, beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it is time that you wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act as feels truthful for you. There's a little poem under it. It says, "There's beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes. Across a span of moments called time, there are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes." Real eyes realize. You're going through an initiation of fire and ice. So it isn't just the initiation by fire, which is interesting. It is fire and ice. This explains a lot as to why we were guided back to this card several times through the circus deck. Many of us are experiencing encounters with the ice energy, the snow energy, and we're being called to stay in our fire energy regardless. Now, if you look at this, doesn't this look like an epic battle taking place? You have the cold, indifferent, resistant ice and snow, and you have what looks like a phoenix on fire, and they are having a convergence, a battle. We are strong enough to withstand the ice. The ice may look menacing. The ice may look empowered, strong, but what does heat do to ice? It melts it. It melts it. So we are being called to understand that we are also being initiated as light workers in knowing how to identify and deal with the Snow Queen and her wicked ways, and how we are to use our powers to neutralize those negative energies without compromising our integrity, our joy, or our strength. Beautiful. Wowie zowie. So that was that was kind of cool. I love this. Okay. So those were those cards that came out. Now, I'll tell you when I finally had a complete conniption yesterday was when our splendid torch was out, and looky here, the goddess Shakti appeared in the reading. And before I had even started the reading, and before I had even worked with any of these decks, I had a prompting about Shakti and Shiva. And Kate or Radhika, if either one of you would put some information or a link about the importance of Shakti and Shiva, it is super important for you to understand this, because now that we are being initiated even deeper into the fire, we are learning about the importance of these energies contained in this fire power. So let me see. I'll see if I can read a little bit to you guys. I think I did yesterday. Let's see here. Bear with me. All right. So Shakti and Shiva are known as the divine couple, and that they are in a cosmic union. And so you have the divine masculine, you have the divine feminine, and you have the energy in its raw form. So the masculine is the God force and the feminine represents the energy in its raw form. And that together they manifest and create. And that's some pretty powerful energy, right, guys? And so it has been said that they are twin flames, they mirror each other, and that they are an indestructible force that unites together to create the entire cosmos. And so the more information that you learn about Shakti and Shiva will give you some more understanding into this next leg of the journey where you will be dealing with this very potent power that is welling up from within you, particularly because many have distilled the essence of their being and are so rare, raw, and real. Now you can be a clear channel, which we saw earlier. We are a channel, a healer, and a light worker. Who's that? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open back up to that card about Shakti, just so you understand what was being conveyed when that card was pulled, is this. Shakti is the divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine. She is the Kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love that leads to enlightenment of our body. With our Kundalini coming alive within us, we cannot remain as we once were. It is impossible. We may try to live the same lives, be the same in our relationship patterns, and even behave properly, but it simply cannot be done. As soon as our disguise slips and people wonder what happened to him, what happened to her, we are on fire with the divine and we cannot help but misbehave. We are no longer satisfied trying to be the good child, fearing that we are the bad child. We know ourselves instead to be the divine wild child. The child divine lives fully and passionate with fire, not doing things the way they're supposed to be done, but done perhaps by living instead from the heart. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain. So that's a lesson right there. Part of the fire's purpose is to help us burn through old pain. Sometimes the light from within may seem so bright it blinds us and others for a moment. But that will pass and the misbehaving will be seen for what it is. The old rules and templates just don't fit anymore. You don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole world into a bedside lamp without burning down the house. The best is to let the light shine the way it was meant to in the big arena. Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. This oracle is bringing you a message that you're going through energetic shifts in your subtle anatomy. Because your energy body and physical body have already begun to merge with each other, these energetic shifts will affect your body too. So you may need to consult a healthcare practitioner. But some of these aches, pains, and tiredness at this moment are due to an energetic awakening. So, now that you understand, this fire power is very strong. And so you're having to learn how to manage it. Okay? The next card that came out, look at, oh my gosh, it's an infinity symbol. Stop it. Wow, I feel like I even see the snake now. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've got the truth chills. Can you guys see this? If you can see this, please comment in the chat because, boy, the minute I put these cards together, my eyes got about as big as saucers because it was almost as if they were meant to be combined together. That is amazing. Holy smokes. Okay. Now you guys can probably see it. Isn't that incredible? Oh my goodness. Yep. I see the infinity symbol. I see what looks like the head of a snake. I see the vortex of light, actually two vortexes of light, the yin and the yang, absolutely. Oh my goodness. This card is actually called the Burning Hero. All right, let me see here. The Burning Hero. From the transformative fires of life's tests, you emerge now, stronger in self-belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, and shedding the layers that have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fire-weary soul? Peace is coming to you now. Respite from the fire before you are ready to burn into love again. The intensity of fire exists in the relationship to cool serenity, and you are capable of experiencing both. Your inner fire has pushed you forward and helped you in your creative self-expression so that you can manifest into the most beautiful forms. This is assured. You are burning bright right now, and yet it will be cooling of your soul embers that replenishes you and inspires you to new creative depths and heights in due time. This oracle brings you a message that from the heat of your labor, sweet success will arise, and you can act now as if that success has already been made manifest. It is only a matter of time before it is so. From that success, new levels of experience and creative manifestation will take place. You are in a powerful creative cycle of intensity and serenity, dancing with each other through your heart like the sweet relationship of night and day. This cycle yields great harvest. Offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, and your harvest will not only be of earthly delight, but of heavenly delight too. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I love it. Then it says, always feeling your love in every cell of my being. I open my soul, becoming one in your embrace. How rich the moments shared. I savor each one, and even when apart, your love envelops me with knowing we are complete. Together, like a new day, we are born. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. And this is the third card that Spirit brought out with this series, Legacy of the Light. Oh my gosh, that just made me dizzy when I pulled back to look at all of these together. This is just marvelous. Oh my gosh, these colors are just, wow, they're just outstanding. I am speechless. Holy smokes, guys. So beautiful. Okay, so it is the number 53 card, which is the 8, or infinity. You are called to bear light, to carry forward the legacy of spiritual lineage of wisdom and deep service to the earth. You are part of that spiritual lineage, a belonging that extends through generations past and generations to come. Honor the importance of your task and realize that you are a light bearer. You carry a legacy of consciousness and embodiment of light upon this earth to share for the betterment of future generations. May the ancestors of your lineage bless you with unconditional love and devotion as you carry the light forward now. Blessed be. This oracle says to you that you have connected more powerfully with a source of spiritual guidance and instruction that is helping you to fully activate your divine life mission and purpose. This is a confirmation that however you are choosing to live, your life is in service to the light, whether it be obviously to others or not, and that your personal growth and your spiritual path are helping the greater human soul evolve. You are acknowledged as a jewel of light upon this earth, an important link in a heavenly chain of divine awakening. This oracle also brings confirmation that relationship issues that are arising for you now are not only about your personal healing, but about healing the emotional legacy of your ancestral lines. To do this, you may wish to journal, dance, meditate, or dedicate a yoga practice to the healing of your ancestral inheritance, and ask that your own relationships be assisted through the karmic grace of your ancestors to step into more consciousness of love now. Wowee zowie, you guys. That is amazing. I love it. Oh, this is so pretty. This little excerpt from, I have no idea where, is underneath here. It says, I measure time in years and memories and good friends. Thanks for helping me to see I can count the special ones on my hand, that I can count on you. Oh, that's so neat. But aren't those cards gorgeous together, you guys? Oh my gosh, these colors are brilliant. Love it. Right. Okay. So the next two cards that came out together, we had this one the other night, the Sacred Convergence, and then the Temple came up. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing good. Hope you are encouraged and inspired. All right, here we go. Number 28. All right. There is a coming together happening within your body and soul, a unification of all that is within you. This is akin to traveling to a strange land, as all sorts of new sensations, not all welcome at first, begin to make themselves known to you. If you're experiencing discomfort in your own body, or uncertainty and a sense of expansion to include more of life in your thoughts and feelings, then you are conscious of this sacred convergence. It's like two worlds or more colliding. If you are sensitive, you will feel it happening as an important event without necessarily having a physical situation to attribute the experience to, or to explain. So if you are experiencing this now, guys, it's because this fire power that's within you is like a raging inferno now. You are having a convergence. I mean, if you imagine a bonfire, probably the best way I can describe it, a bonfire is taking place inside of you. And it's not just a little bonfire that's, a controlled burn. It is blazing, and it is getting hotter and hotter as you delve deeper into your spiritual gifts, your spiritual knowing and understanding, and your service in the light. It is absolutely outstanding, and I'm sure that you may not recognize it, but other people see that convergence taking place inside of you because you are shining so brightly. Number 59, the Temple came up. The lover and the beloved meet in a sacred space. They take respite from the cares of the world, entering into the sanctuary where only they exist. You are in need of this. Meditation, making love, connection, dance, intimacy, and surrender into the moment. Your body and soul need to enter into the temple and participate in sacred ceremony. Choose to gift this to yourself. Set time aside. Turn off the computer, the phone. Turn on music. Set the lighting and be present in the moment. Do you remember your body? Ah, yes, here it is. You can be in its temple with presence and delight. This oracle brings guidance to take time out to savor the pleasures of life and to renew your connection to the inner lover. Your sensuality wants to come out and play. You are encouraged to explore scent, touch, taste, and feeling. You are encouraged to play with color. What moves you? What brings you into connection with yourself in this moment again? It is the wholeness of divine self-connection in a sacred space that will best nourish you now. That sacred fire that we are experiencing is burning down any remnants of anything that would be a barrier to true intimacy with ourselves, even before we're in connections with others. And sometimes we talk about this topic, and sometimes we joke about this topic of sacred sexuality. And I know that there are decks out there that depict different sex acts and different indications of intimacy. But in a practical sense, if we were to think about it, how comfortable are we in our own skin? Now that we have this massive inferno raging inside of us, this bonfire, it isn't just illuminating the twinkle, twinkle, little star sweetness, it's also causing a tremendous amount of sexual energy and sensuality to emerge inside of each person. For some people, that's super exciting, and for some people, that is super disturbing because you begin to think, well, I'm not actually in a partnership with someone, or I'm not interested in just, having, random intimacy with people. What do I do with all of this energy? How do I utilize this sexual, sensual energy and channel it into something that will be creative and positive and for my highest good? And with that said, it is just that, creating. Use the energy to co-create with the divine. Ether, you're so funny. If you are experiencing these surges of sexuality, sensuality inside of yourself, and you're wondering, where do I direct this? Direct it to those divine inspirations that you are receiving. Some people are artists. Some people paint, they write, they draw. Some people are musicians. Some people are dancers. Whatever your talent is, utilize that passion and that energy of co-creation and bring forth your creation. Just like you are conceiving something, you are conceiving beautiful, creative, amazing, wonderful projects that were meant to be given birth to in this lifetime. So my encouragement is to really tap into that energy and move with it and move through it. So, yes, I know. You guys are so funny. Ruh-roh, Scooby-Doo. But I'm telling you, your temple, your body is a temple, and there is a sacred convergence. And because this fire power, fire energy is stoked, and for many it's now raging, it's a full-blown inferno inside of you, go with it. Don't reject it. Don't try to squash it down. Go with the flow. Okay, so now, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you guys, that made my heart flutter when I looked down. Earth Angel has appeared and drop into your heart. Wowie zowie, guys. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is so sweet. I love this. Okay. Earth Angel. Earth Angel, you carry the world in your robes and the heaven in your hair. You bring me a special gift now, responding to my prayer. Though sometimes I may feel that I'm struggling or alone, you come to me now and carry me into my heart, and you bring me home. Even from the darkest depths, I rise up to meet your light. I cannot be separated from the divine. I cannot be separated from the light. Ooh, that's so beautiful. You guys. Ah, okay. The oracle brings a message of divine guidance. You have an angel with you, watching over you, assisting you in response to your heart's call for help, love, and protection for you, beloveds. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Keep praying each day from your heart and know that you are safely carried on this journey of love. Ooh, that makes me so emotional, you guys. Oh, that's so beautiful. You are safely carried on the journey of love. If you have been worrying about a loved one, know that this protection extends to them as well. You are asked to pray more and worry less, allowing love to be. Oh, this is so pretty. It says, "Thank you for walking with me. Before you climbed up here, I was afraid. I had risked everything by holding out my hand. And now, as I share your joy and excitement at being a friend, I realize I may have to run to catch up with you." That is so sweet. Oh my gosh. We are surrounded by earth angels, and it's so beautiful. So, so beautiful to know that we are surrounded by so many beautiful, loving souls. What a gift, right, guys? Oh my gosh. Holy bat flaps. All right. Drop into your heart. There is a place of light within that no darkness can touch. It cannot be shamed. It cannot be made impure. It's never lost or darkened or unavailable to us. Though we may forget sometimes by sitting in a darkened room and not realizing we can just stand up and walk into the light so close to us just on the other side of the doorway to the heart. Whatever may arise, great joy, great sorrow, drop into your heart and offer it to the divine, gently bowing your forehead to your hands in prayer. Connect mind to heart. Let yourself have some peace. It wants you to know. This oracle is bringing you an offering. The divine would like you to offer whatever is bringing your heart trouble. Oh my gosh. Okay, pull over. So that Wild Offering deck by Tasha Silver, I kept hearing the word make the sacrifice. Many of us will have to release and give up certain things during this journey, but it's because we are dropping deeper into our heart, and the divine is receiving the sacrifice that we are making and is going to return with a special blessing for us. So if you would place your hands at your heart in genuine reflection, offer up whatever burden has been on your heart right now, and it will be joyfully received by the divine, and you shall be graced with a gift in return. Oh, that's so sweet and deep. So we do get to release those things that have been deep in the depths of our heart, knowing that the divine has a blessing. I remember when I was a little girl, I had broken one of my dolls. Not a surprise. I was a peculiar cucumber, and I was always trying to figure out what was inside Barbie's head, so I just kind of pulled one off just to see. And I quickly discovered I couldn't put the head back on the doll. And of course, my mom was like, just give me the doll. I'll take care of it. And I'm thinking, well, how are you going to take care of it? I couldn't even fix it. But her plan was just to get me a new doll. I didn't know that. And so I snuck back in and took the doll from her. And I spent maybe the next hour trying to fix it myself. And I realized I needed to just give her the doll and surrender it, knowing that she had something in mind. I didn't know what that was, but I ended up with a new doll. Long story short, we have to surrender things and not try to take it back, not try to fix it. Just trust the divine to know that whatever you have gone through in this journey and whatever you're being called to surrender, a divine blessing will be given to you for your willingness to surrender. Oh, I know, right? Totally heart chakra colors. I love it. Okay, let me jump back into the chat and see how everybody's doing. I'm going to put up the last two cards from this deck. Ooh, I'm telling you, I love it when a good plan comes together because I haven't even seen these cards. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, Ether, you're right. The brighter you shine, the more you'll expose those who are not ready to face themselves and attract those who are like-minded. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Radhika. You guys are awesome. Yep, the inner fire. Oh, gosh. Okay, big blushy face. Sorry, guys. Well, I was telling the truth, just saying. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Yes, we are safely carried on the journey of love. I love that. So exciting. Yes, it did look like a bleeding heart. You are absolutely right. And that pink color, very beautiful. All right. Oh, yes, Kate, I sure did. I know. My daughter, she's like, Mom. Yep, I did. All right. So, number 26, we have the Guardian of the Soul Family. And when I looked at this card, guys, I saw initially the rings, the two rings, and the masculine and the feminine in union in the rings. It just, like, not Lord of the Rings, but y'all know what I'm talking about. A union of the masculine and feminine surrounded by the rings. And again, a number 8 card, so we have the infinity symbol, and that was so beautiful. Okay, Guardian of the Soul Family. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual worlds. If you feel that you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is sometimes necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. You may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed held back from you is now becoming available to you. There is a great soul love calling you into a more intimate connection now. It is sanctioned by the divine. It is a karmic destiny to fulfill. There is love that you are to experience in connection with particular souls, predetermined by the divine plan. If you are struggling to feel the soul purpose in your current relationships, take heart, for you are being helped by divine guardians who understand and support the sacred purpose of your relationships. Be open to relationship healing, whether that means improved communication or an enriched experience, or the realization that you have traveled as far as you can together. Know that new relationships are going to be an important aspect of your spiritual destiny being fulfilled. Trust in the divine timing of your life and open your heart to the guardians who help you with unconditional love now. The guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place in present relationships unfolding and in attracting the right relationships for your future growth and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved. All is well. And then the little poem underneath, it's so cute. When I open my heart, you cover me with a blanket of love and warm the silence with your caress. Words unspoken say it all as we become more than we are alone. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm telling you, this love story is just so beautiful. It's like such a organic and natural story, or tale as old as time, tune as old as song. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. We did have this card yesterday. Man of the earth, woman of the sky. And that's the last cards from this deck. And it says, I see myself in you and you in me. We may seem to be so different and sometimes yet so similar. Even beyond this, I know deep within that we are one. I can lose myself in your light and receive your light with my body. I can witness the darkness of your shadow and enter into it with my compassion. I can find the divine in our connection, letting go of what I thought it was. I can be broken apart to become as one with you, even if only for a second. I know the divine more intimately than ever before. Our passion leads us to each other, and in each other we find our true selves. This oracle brings a message of sacred relationship that leads to divine understanding and experience. You are now being opened up to a sacred relationship, either in your current relationship or one that is on its way to you now, in human relationship and divine relationship with the heavenly beloved. Know that you are worthy of it and keep a light of gentle hope and respect kindling in your heart as you anticipate the union with your beloved. Know that even when it's dark, when it challenges you, there is sacredness unfolding. The love of the divine wants us to reach into our own happiness, but perhaps more so when it's our darkest hours. Let it reach you through your relatedness with another, and do not be afraid to be broken and opened. For in that cracking of what you thought you were, you shall begin to know what you are, which is heaven on earth. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is so beautiful. Talk about a divine union, right? I mean, I see both. I see the beloved and the lover together on both of these cards. So something really beautiful is taking place in these divine unions, and it is amazing. Swoon. I guess deep down inside, I am a hopeless romantic. That is so awesome. Love this. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the cards that came out from this deck, and then I'll do some personal card pulls. This Reawakening the Soul deck was calling out to me, and literally there were just two cards that came out. How cool is that? We have the fire element and the transformation, which is the phoenix. And so I'm going to go ahead and read transformation first. Let go of false self and be reborn into absolute truth. Turn towards God and you will find yourself shaking off the chains of habits and environment. The self-identified with the ego is bound. The self-identified with the soul is free. And that's from Yogananda. Oh, I love that. The card message says, I am the Grand Phoenix. I've arrived to tell you that it's time for you to burn away the old and open up to the new. The old ways include beliefs, ideas, moods, habits, and whims that no longer fit you. You are moving into higher awareness, and there's no space for these lower energies. Your higher self knows that great reward is birthed when dysfunctional patterns are burned away. Deep down inside of yourself, you know the changes you desire. The way you are currently living your life no longer serves you. You feel a personal fire burning within your heart, crying out with a desire to change. You feel the absolute truth calling from your native soul, and you know you must move towards your vision. You are moving into your true nature, the soul, a reflection of spirit. You have descended from the spirit into the flesh and have become identified with the body, all its senses and positions. And now it is time to return to God. Release all your fears and allow them to burn in the fire. Celebrate the rebirth of your soul, for you are immortal. Congratulations, you are now ready to celebrate the birth of your higher consciousness and the resurrection of your soul. Oh my gosh. Wowie zowie, guys. Talk about a transformation. That's deep. That is so deep. And the affirmation says, I rise above my mind into the awareness of my soul's wisdom. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. And the final card from here is the element of fire. It is in the south and it is in the future. And if you notice, the solar plexus is highlighted. The limitless light and will of spirit. The fire which enlightens is the same fire which consumes. And that's Henry Friedrich Amiel. The message says this, O powerful spirit of the south, I turn to the place where the flame of the sun gives me with the power of determination, energy, and action. I ignite my internal soul with passion, creativity, and inspiration and allow this flame to rise in my body and spirit. I draw upon the fire of dynamic, purposeful action and honor this phase of my life where I focus on work, attention to detail, and making things happen. I feel the spirit of fire sparked within my soul. I utilize this energy to create my visions for the future. Fire is the generating force of all creation. I open my consciousness and absorb the flame to radiate light and warmth to the world. I call in the energy of fire to keep me focused on my purpose and my mission. I receive the sun's burning energy, which fuels my ability to manifest my talents and gifts in the direction of the south. I feel my own fire and I discover my own personal power. I welcome fire for personal transformation. I allow the fire to burn, devour, destroy old patterns, beliefs, and habits. While fire consumes, it also creates new life. I invite the raw energy of fire into my life as I feel my inward fire growing stronger and burning brighter. I am light and I am power. And the affirmation is, I allow fire to energize my dreams and my visions. Hoo-wee! Well, y'all. Who would have thunk it that this rare, raw, real individual, you and me, on this journey as a little itty bitty twin flame, would emerge into this powerful light worker filled with fire. Filled with fire. This is absolutely outstanding. I mean, I don't think we could have gotten better cards. Truly. We are filled with fire. And it's amazing. Your dreams, your goals, your desires can and will come to fruition now because you have the power of creation because of the rawness of the fire. And the word indicated here is for the future. The transformation you went through on this journey was to distill you, purify you, equip you while you were on this quest to become your most authentic version of yourself. It was to propel you and move you into transformation as the most powerful version of yourself. And now with your firepower and creativity flowing through you like a raging inferno, you are able to co-create with the divine. You are able to co-create with other light workers, soulmates. Look at all this fire, guys. You cannot make this up. So I'm going to put this card in the middle here, right? So we have the quest, where you thought on your own as a twin flame you were going through this. We have the fire for the future. We have the goddess Shakti. We have the burning hero. Actually, before we have the burning hero, we had the splendid torch. Look at this fire energy. You cannot make this stuff up. Oh my gosh. We're being called into a legacy of light. The butterfly bambini, which is what you transformed into through that rare, raw, real version of yourself. And now you are a burning hero. A hunk of burning love. And you can create whatever it takes. Welcome to your initiation by fire. Some of you wondered why the heat was getting turned up. Some of you were getting aggravated, agitated, and annoyed that the heat was getting turned up in your life. Did some of you experience turbulence with friends, family, co-workers, twin flames? Did some of you notice people falling away from your life? Did you notice that you had to put up boundaries and protect yourself and shield yourself on this journey? Did you notice any of that happening? It was all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan. There, oh, good gravy. Really, Spirit? No words. You are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love. How can you teach about it if you haven't had a chance to experience it experientially, right? It's like sending a substitute teacher in who's taught underwater basket weaving and they're being asked to teach physics. You got to go through it and learn it, right? You know, through this journey, we had to learn some big stuff. We had to learn to forgive. You know, this, in order to be this light worker teaching about love, we had to forgive. We had to make the sacrifice and release the twin. We had to stop speaking negatively, learning how to use positive words. Because what we say and think, we have the power to manifest it into physical form. We had to stop operating in fear and start working with our angels in order to remove the fear-based energy from our surroundings and our circumstances and the people around us. We had to learn to cut the cords to unhealthy attachments and behaviors, destructive patterns, that stemmed from past relationships? Because we are attracting in real time. We had to do all of that because otherwise we're going to get more of the same. And we've been crying out to Spirit saying we want something different. Right, Radica, I'm like, you gots to do it. Right, drops the mic. We had to learn how to stop attracting from old craptastic mindsets that didn't lead us to good, positive things and people. The biggest one that was like an aha moment was we had to ask the angels to release any toxic energies that we absorbed from individuals from those unhealthy relationship patterns. This is why Spirit has had this kinder, gentler message of the love story coming out, because now we're ready for love. We deserve love. We're ready for it, and we will know how to treat it, how to handle it, how to recognize it, how to cherish it. We have learned to shield ourselves, protect ourselves from harsh, fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding us. And, okay, let me grab it because Spirit's like, listen, Linda, I was supposed to grab this card out earlier and I have to do it now because it's exactly what is needed here. This is applicable for both masculine and feminine in gender. This is part of what we had to take into consideration in this journey. This is where we're at now. Okay, it was, and for those of you who were with us yesterday, it was the goddess Persephone and the ruby as the stone, and it is the inner queen. And the message in here is just like, oh, it's just beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you right now, and then we'll go and start doing our personal card pulls. But this journey has led us to this pivotal moment in time where you have done a complete 360 in your life. The inner queen has now emerged. Okay? All that fire has melted and burned everything away, distilled everything away to get us into a place of sovereignty. We bring you the empowerment of the inner queen. The inner queen exercises authority through divine feminine wisdom. Her empowerment is active within men and women that consciously seek to honor feeling, instinct, and intuition, and to choose to live their lives according to the moral code of compassion. When the inner queen stirs within, judgment is replaced with empathy for your own suffering and that of others. You can understand that human beings who cannot resolve their suffering will unconsciously act out their pain in the world. Oh boy. Hold on, y'all. Good gravy. My goodness. Okay. Here it is. So, remember we were just talking about how when you evolve and others around you have not, human beings who cannot resolve their suffering will unconsciously act out their pain in the world. They are unconsciously expressing their inner story with their outer actions, the story of their inner pain. The healing power of the queen brings inner pain to consciousness where it can finally be released and the soul freed. Okay, look at this, guys. Do you see? The arms are open, free. The soul is freed. Oh my gosh. This can happen because of her compassion. She does not approach life with a fearful, judging nature, so she can move through all of the realms, witness great pain and darkness, but remain centered. Hold your center, right? And in her heart, shining a gentle light of intention for the liberation from suffering for all beings. She reminds us of our innate divine dignity. Do you see this? This is innate divine dignity. Compassion and the power of healing. Because remember, we saw in the card that it said healer, light worker, and oh my gosh, you guys, what was the other one? There was one more. There were three things. Yes, we are free. That's right. The inner queen. Think about it. To get to this inner queen, fire and ice. This had to get melted down, right? When it melted, you get the inner queen. If you don't choose to allow the heat and warmth of love to melt this, you remain as this. Oh man. Hold your center. Hold your center. Wow. Oh yes, that's right. Stay in your power. Stay in your power. Though you may get tempted to step off of that throne of your heart and start shots fired, don't do it. Don't do it, because you are operating from the place of your inner queen. The oracle of the inner queen comes to remind you that your compassion for yourself and others is your source of power. It gives you the ability to be moved by another's plight without taking on their suffering as your own. Oh, good gravy. Light workers, we talked about the discernment. Remember this intellectual ability to recognize and see things? We don't have to go rushing in to be the savior of individuals. We can stay in our power, take on the empathy, but not take on the person's suffering as our own, because that would drain you and prevent you from being able to hold the gentle light of awareness for the person who needs it to heal. The presence of your inner queen empowers you to care for the world without becoming distraught and fatigued. Compassion leaves you energized and motivated to work towards your sacred purpose in caring for the world in your own unique and creative way. Your compassion for the world will affirm your dignity and empower you to stay true to your own reality whilst respecting the experiences of others. If you've been judging yourself or another, it's likely you have become enmeshed in their pain, tired, and perhaps even angry or afraid. If you are being used, hi Ilana, welcome. Woof, you guys, this is getting spicy. If you feel you are being used, abused, exploited, or taken advantage of in any way, the inner queen rises up. Now this is interesting because we just saw that the queen is sitting in power. Now, when there has been some type of offenses that are being, exacted or provoked, the queen arises. The inner queen rises up to remind you that you are royal. You are royal. Oh my gosh. Good gravy, you guys. Whew. You are guided to seek out your inner divine dignity. Summon your compassion for yourself and others, and others involved in the relevant situation. Give yourself permission to disengage from drama. Step back and take care of your own needs first. Then you can respond rather than react to what is happening within you and around you. The inner queen within will help you gather your energy back to your heart center. Oh my gosh, where did it go? Hold your center, the heart center. This way you can shine your compassion as you acknowledge everyone is doing their best and everyone has the divine right and power to choose how they respond to the mysteries of life. The inner queen also brings you guidance to honor what you need to do with your life. You are a sovereign being, honoring your spiritual truth, which is how you act as the guardian of your soul. Whew, let's unpack that for a minute. In this twin flame journey, a lot of people have put so much focus on the twin. This journey has led you back to yourself so that you will be the guardian over your soul and recognize your sovereignty and govern yourself with mindfulness and integrity. In choosing that which honors you rather than trying to force yourself to be something or someone you are not naturally meant to be, you will gain so much energy. Life becomes easier and the universe can support you. As you honor yourself in this way, you also honor the divine, for it is the divine that lives in you and created you to be as you are for a sacred purpose. See, that's why the temple card came up. We are sacred vessels. The inner queen is a priestess, a bridge, or a channel between the worlds. And there it was. It was, we are healers, channels, and light workers. She brings messages from the worlds beyond the earthly realm. If you have been waiting for a message from a loved one that is passed, consider this oracle the message that has been given, and the answer to your question is love. Oh my gosh, you guys, holy smokes. This card, as indicated by the priestess, shows that there is a connection to shamanism and healing. And as you recognize this journey has brought you full circle for your own healing, it is equipping you and preparing you to help the natural world with family dynamics, male and female relationship dynamics, with young women healing from trauma and abuse, and helping those trapped in darkness. That is the work of the light worker. This oracle is confirming that you will have success through compassion in these areas. Finally, if you've been in a time of darkness craving light and life, this oracle confirms it is coming to an end, and you shall ascend with dignity and wisdom, and you should be proud of all you have learned and the growth you have undertaken. And so I'm going to go ahead and read the healing process. We just received a huge heaping dose of knowledge that all of this journey has led us to the road of the inner queen inside of us, be us male or female in gender. The queen is royal, the queen is just, the queen is fair, the queen is balanced, the queen is compassionate and understanding, but operates with healthy boundaries. The queen is opulent and knowledgeable and wise. Whew, that's powerful. Amazing. So here is the healing process to integrate this guidance. I call upon the crystal angel of Ruby and goddess Persephone, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of the inner queen. May I claim my divine royal inner authority. Good night, Ether. Oh my gosh. May I honor life and be supported to express my compassion, spiritual power, and ability as best serves love through my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will through this and all lifetimes and all layers of my being to forgive, release, and detach from any experiences of indignity, myself or others. All experience serve love, and I now heal and reclaim my divine dignity. May all beings know divine dignity and unconditional love. Through divine empowerment and unconditional love, so be it. May divine love bring dignity and feminine healing presence to all in need. May all beings realize the fullness of their inner divine presence and become happy and free according to the divine grace and in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time. I rise within me, the inner queen divine speaks her wisdom into all hearts. Dignity, wisdom, and love now shine. Whoo! Wow, guys. I am just beside myself with all this fire energy to bring us to the energy of the inner queen. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful. Whew. I'm going to just reveal these cards one at a time just to, again, look at all of this fire and light to help us get to this. And you know how we got there? With the help of our king, our divine masculine that supports us every step of the way in this journey. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are equipped to move forward on this next step of our journey. You know, in the True Love deck, it talks about the divine masculine energy assists the divine feminine in rising to her fullest potential. I feel grateful and thankful for the divine masculines in their king energy in our lives that are helping us to grow and become the queens that we are, the burning heroes that we are, the splendid torches that we are, the legacy of light that we are a part of, the quest that led us home to ourselves, the stoking of the fire element that has allowed everything that is not for our highest good to burn and fall away. The goddess Shakti and her counterpart Shiva that are empowering us now to create with this fire energy. And we are thankful for the transformation that has allowed us to be vulnerable and rare and raw and real, and that we emerge as this queen, empowered, this transformed, enlightened being that sees with real eyes and allows the flow of goodness from our hearts. Much gratitude and light and love and appreciation to each one of you for being here tonight. Thank you so much. If you would like a personal card pull, please indicate so with a heart in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards right now. And I just want to give you guys so much thanks and appreciation and give gratitude to Spirit, Source, our guides, because this message was indeed right on time. I'm telling you, I am like so fired up. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go to sleep tonight, you guys. It's amazing. And so I was inspired to pull from the Whispers of Love. So if you would like a card pulled from this deck, please indicate with a heart. I see Radhika put a heart in. I know this ongoing love story between us and the earth and our soul mates, our spiritual family, both the platonic and the romantic. It is absolutely amazing. Yes, oh my gosh, you guys are just the best. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Oh my gosh, Radhika, your card is beautiful. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. I have to say, Radhika, it has been such a pleasure to get to know you. You are such a beautiful vessel of light. I saw that, yes, for Darling DJ. This is what I mean. Look at how accurate this card is. Actions speak loudly. Love is indeed an action, and I see you sharing your light and sharing your love and being mindful and compassionate. And I just want to encourage you to continue to spread the joy and love and light and goodness and continue to be uplifted and strengthened in all that you do. I know there are times that, you know, we may not know what's happening, or you may or may not divulge what's happening in your life, but I want you to know how loved you are and appreciated you are, and how we are so thankful for your contributions to the channel and to the Good Vibe Tribe chat. And Kate, if you would like to put the link, Alana, you're welcome to join if you would like to. We kind of have a continuation thread of the lives in the Good Vibe Tribe chat room. Other light workers come together to encourage one another, to uplift each other, just to greet each other on our days and just be positive. So you are more than welcome to join us, and I look forward to seeing you if you do. All right, who else may I pull a card for? Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. This was such a beautiful message tonight. Thank you, Spirit. I know sometimes it takes a second for it to catch up, so I will... Oh, yes. Okay, for Darling DJ. Okay, Radhika, I'm so dipsy. Okay, for Darling DJ. Oh, look at that. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each other and every person in your life. And that's amazing because we have this beautiful feminine sitting with a dragon, which represents supernatural power. There is a supernatural power in the presence of Darling DJ, and she is a very powerful spiritual soul herself, and she is going to be encountering other high vibrational individuals that are going to assist her on this journey, and that she will have favor and encouragement and know that she is loved and appreciated. Aw, you're welcome, Radhika. You're so sweet. Okay, let me go ahead and pull for Kate. Kate, your card is the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Yes, I want you to know, Kate, that love is not an illusion. You have a very pure, loving heart, And as you continue to show love and be kind and mindful of others with good boundaries and protection, you will come to know in your heart, without a shadow of a doubt, the only thing that is real is love. Oh, yes, Chrissy. Hi, sweetheart. I absolutely will. Let me go ahead and pull this for you now. Okay. A card for Chrissy, Spirit. Thank you. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, Chrissy. 2 cards came out. The first card is forgiveness. Whew. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Oh my word. Wow. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. You get your other card. Your masculine and feminine energies are supporting each other, and this second card that came out is a complete confirmation of what's happening inside of you. It is, and it's a double confirmation because it's the same image on the box. It says, I love you. These are very important words. Chrissy, you have come into a deeper love within yourself. You are strong, you are beautiful, courageous, and empowered. And as you are embarking on this new chapter of your life, you are equipped with everything that you need to move forward. You are protected, you are blessed, you are strong, and you are making a decision of quality and making space for the healthy, good things that are coming directly to you. So I think I speak on behalf of this room. We know that you love you, but we love you too. And we stand with you and we support you and we send our good thoughts and prayers to you so that you will feel the empowerment and courage that you need for tomorrow and to know that you are divinely guided and surrounded. Sending you love and light. Wow. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pull for I Am Ether and one for Matt. So if someone wants to let them know in the chat that there was a card pulled for each of them, that would be awesome. And I am Ether. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Ether, I know that you are doing so much work to not only elevate the collective, but to work on yourself. And you have such a beautiful language. You have such a beautiful presence, and you are always appreciated and encouraged. And we are encouraged by you. Okay, Dynamic Jennifer. Right? Dynamic Jennifer. Beautiful. Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. Dynamic Jennifer, you are such a loving, beautiful, kind vessel. And each person that you have encountered, we all feel it and know it in our knower that you are truly working in the light. And we just want you to know that as you take a moment in your journey to stop and appreciate this moment, because things are about to change very much dynamically for Dynamic Jennifer. We want to support you and just lift you up as you are literally taking this all in. You know, looking inwards and appreciating everything you've gone through to bring you to where you are. Aw, you're welcome, Chrissy. No worries. It's a pleasure to have you here. Glad that you came through. All right, for Leo Sun, aka Bubbles. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. And Leo Sun, I know you do. We feel your love and support in the Good Vibe Tribe. Love it when you pop into the lives. You are such a blessing and an encouragement, and you're so strong. And the strength of your love and kindness really comes through. It's always a pleasure to see you, and we appreciate you so much. Yes. All right, this card is for Matt with King Trident's Tribe. Okay. This just literally, it flipped and landed in my lap. Oh my gosh. It was 2 cards for Matt. That's interesting. Okay, the first card that came out was New Love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work or opportunities or spiritual growth. And the other card that came out was Love Makes the Difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Ooh, that's so pretty. Oh, you're welcome, Radhika, of course. And then also for Beth. I know Beth was here with us before the technical difficulties acted wonky. All right, Beth's card is right here. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Isn't that beautiful? You know what, Beth? You are doing so much to care for others and support others, and you are appreciated. We absolutely care about you and think good thoughts for you, and as you are serving and helping others, we just want to bless you to know that we're here and we support you too. Awesome. And I will pull one for the collective, and then we'll go ahead and close out. Oh, I know, right, Radhika? His cards do fly out. That's like, the energy is like super strong. Must be that masculine king energy popping up. Yes. So yeah, if you don't mind sharing to those individuals that they had a card pull, I don't know where to timestamp it. It maybe about, I think I start pulling these around 8:50. That would help. All right. Look at this for the collective. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than tender touch. It could be a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who really needs it. And so with that said, I just want to extend the biggest, warmest hug to each of you. I want to tell you how special, beautiful, handsome, creative, intelligent, and important you are to this mission and this journey. We absolutely send you so much love and light and support and encouragement on your journey, and wish you nothing but joy and happiness from today to this next day and the next day and beyond. Till next time, hopefully we will be back on with you guys. I feel like there's some more cards that are going to come out for tomorrow, so perhaps we'll see you tomorrow. And many blessings, and ciao for now. Bye.